Okay, so the tom's finished processing through the neaves. So now we're going to jump into the overheads. And yeah, we're just going to keep going down the line. I'll do the tom or the overhead processing, but then I'll do one, like explain one song or just talk through some things on a song, an old Stephen Loki Howell song. Cool. Sorry, I was kind of probably blaring your thing, but so these kind of like cuts, 300, 1000 are kind of the cuts that happen on the Neve. So I'd rather do that on the Neve itself rather than in FabFilter, but obviously I can only do one of them at a time. So I probably will have to bring back this 1K cut. And I don't know if this is like the best setting for these overheads, but this is just how I would track. And so I'm going to leave the frequency points, but I'm going to kind of do best of both worlds, right? I'm going to do some Neve processing and then some Pro Q processing. So here's some Neve processing. I'll zero it out first. Cool. Yeah, I don't want to make so I did have the top end brighter because hardware, you can push it farther and it sounds better than say like this digital EQ. Um, so I left that 6K boost or whatever on, and then I was like, ooh, actually we can go farther. We can make it even brighter and it sounds good. But we're not at the mixing stage yet, so like I'm trying to think like would I have brightened it even more? Um, Tracking, uh, I'll leave it for the mixing stage. But I did take a ton of that 300, 360 or whatever it is out. So that was like a little bit passed off. Yeah, a little bit passed off. And then I was messing with basically taking out a little bit of 60. But again, similar thing. It's like, I don't think that I need to do every move in tracking. So I left it be. Let some of that rumble be in there. There's some high pass filter happening, but yeah. I'm going to take a listen with everything that sounds good, that is, and see how it sounds. So yeah, putting it in with the other tracks made me realize, actually no, we can boost it. So I think I ended up doing, yeah, 2, looks like. I turned this down, now it's like straight across. And then I also tried to, you notice me maybe trying to boost in a little bit 100 to have the snare kind of be fed in by the overheads, but I didn't end up doing that. And then it was kind of like, hey, how much saturation can we get away with? Like, how much does it then start to get a little crispy? So 15 dB, obviously there's that. And so basically, I was making the sound down here, which I shouldn't have done. I should have boosted first and then get the carve going. and then turn down the faders inside of Pro Tools to kind of compensate for this more gain. Obviously this does that too, but the overheads don't have to be as loud as, say, the toms and drums and all the things. So yeah, my overheads, I don't do overheads like some people where it's the whole kit, i.e. a ton of the, like, basically just get an overarching sound of the kit. I really try to just get the cymbals and have some sort of substance of the kit, but I don't, it's not the rooms for me. Like, it's not, for me, the rooms are that. They're the, what's the sound of the whole drum kit, or what's the sound of the record. Some people feel like overheads are that, where, hey, just make it, if you soloed the overheads for some people, it's like, oh, that sounds like the drum set. I didn't know you even had individual microphones on there. Like, I do more of the spot mic, and the cymbals, or the overheads are kind of mostly the cymbals. So that's why they're able to be super bright, and that's why when you solo just the individual drum set mics and overheads, it kind of sounds really flat, but bright, but not like a full drum set in a room. We'll get that when we do the rooms. So and I know the snare sounds super flat. It doesn't sound, it sounds like he's hitting a piece of paper. That the snare will get elongated through compression, through the mixing process, as well as the sample, as well as all sorts of stuff. So it's fine that it sounds a little flat. It's definitely getting mostly the attack. And yeah, these are all the real mics. So it does usually end up sounding a little flabby, if you will. So I'm gonna boost, or I'm gonna commit to these overheads throughout the whole night, and then we'll listen to a song and I'll chat about it.
Let me be, just let me go. I've got nothing left, you've taken it all. I was found, but now I'm lost. I've got nothing left but a voice with no song. I've worked so hard for what I've done. It's been 3 long years, yet you've won. Another chorus, another verse. Stick it in their heads. I've been working for the big machine, and soon I'll be dead. So let me be, just let me go. I've got nothing left, you've taken it all. I was found, but now I'm lost. I've got nothing left but a voice with no song. The drive to Nashville only to find out you don't got the time. always been time. Just now it's not on your side. Another chorus, another verse. Stick it in their heads. I've been working for the big machine, but soon I'll be dead. So let me be, just let me go. I've got nothing left, you've taken it all. I was found, but now I'm lost. I've got nothing left but a voice with no song. Let me be, just let me go. I've got nothing left, you've taken it all. I was found, but now I'm lost. I've got nothing left but a voice with no song. Let me be, no, let me go. I've got nothing left, you've taken it all. I was found, but now I'm lost. I've got nothing left but a voice with no song.
Cool. That song. That song was called "Let Me Go." A funny story about this song of recent, actually, is I forget who the rapper is. Juicy World, I think. He had some like song come out in the last couple years. I think his name's Juicy World, and he said he sampled this song, like "Let Me Go," by Stephen Loki Howell, I think he said. And so I had a crazy influx of DMs from a bunch of people wanting the stems from this song so that they could sample something from it and so that they could make something that, I don't know, whatever. And I had to just tell everyone, like, I don't think he sampled this song because it's literally a vocal and a piano. And a really badly played piano. I still play piano like the same way. I just like have a drone, like maybe like 2 notes, and I just change the bass note on my left hand. Not really, actually. I know how to play the piano now, a little bit better. But yeah, I think how I play the piano for that song is literally keeping everything going, pedal notes on the right, and then changing the bass note just to move it around. Just so bad. But anyways, yeah, I think it's Juicy World or Juice World or something like that. He said that he sampled it. I then listened to the song and I'm like, there's nothing in here that I can think of him sampling this song. But for months, people were DMing me, asking me for it and everything. And now you have the recording at least. Like, you could rip it off of this if you want. And there's nothing to it. Nothing that was off his song is probably off that song. He must have gotten something mixed up or whatever. Anyways, that's a more recent funny story about this song. This song was written mostly because Uh, I got wrapped up in a bad publishing contract with not the greatest dude in Nashville, and it's one of the reasons why my artist career didn't pan out, but it's my fault. Um, and so he, yeah, basically it just rolls through the story of me wanting to be released from this contract, and he wouldn't do it. We fought for years on it. I ended up paying him off. I don't think I'm allowed to say that, but yeah, I ended up paying off the contract. He still owns the rights to the songs that were under the publishing contract. Um, and so, yeah, signed off a lot of my songs. I think it was something like 90 some odd songs were given to him. And I had to pay him, which is just mind boggling to me. And so, actually, that whole experience is why I help out artists as much as I do as a producer. Um, it's it's why I became a producer out of necessity. I couldn't be an artist anymore. It's why I became a producer out of wanting to do things right, unlike that situation. And then it's also why I train young artists to be smart with their contracts, with their publishing, with their songwriting, with their business in music. And so that is that. In this song, it's let me be, let me go. I've got nothing left. You've taken it all. I was lost, or I was found, but now I'm lost. You got nothing else left, then take it all. Anyways, whatever. I don't remember it off the top of my head. It was written 07, 08 maybe. Probably 07. But yeah, it's just a sad story about being wrapped up in a bad publishing contract and wanting to be let go of it, and him fighting, saying, no, you owe me a ton of money if you do. So there's that. Around that time, there were record labels that were interested in me, and so I had to tell them that I had this publishing issue. They would either I would either have to pay off the guy, or they would have to pay off the guy, and basically all of them said we wouldn't. That would be basically your budget for the record coming up, and we want to spend that on the record instead of paying this guy off. So no. So they passed on me a lot. A lot of the record labels passed on me because of that, and so I was very upset about it. I was very upset at God about it. But looking back, it was probably for the best. I, um, Being an artist would probably be pretty bad for me. Being a certain level of artist would probably be very bad for my head. And so I appreciate the humility and the humbling it happened from it. And yeah, in the verses of this song, there's moments like the drive to Nashville only to find out that you don't got the time. I would drive down from living in Cincinnati to Nashville to work with the guy on some songs and demos that we were doing, and yeah, there were weekends that I would drive. I don't know how many hours it is, like 12 hours, or probably not that much, but I would drive the whole length, and then I would get there, and they just said, "Sorry, we're busy today. We can't work this whole weekend." After being asked to come down, after being asked to do this stuff, so it's all just very true and very matter of fact kind of a song. If there's something about it that you don't understand, you can write something in the chat and I'll be glad to explain it, but I don't think it's really that hard to comprehend. Um, so yeah, after one of those times of just feeling super down, sat at my MIDI keyboard and wanted to write basically a ballad about it. And it's just a simple ask. What was funny was every song I wrote, I had to send to him, and I had to, you know, under the publishing agreement, like deliver it to him and have him basically sign over the rights to him. So I had to give out the lyrics and everything and whatnot and send it to them, and they can archive it. And this is one of those songs that they had to like listen to and archive, and it's one of theirs. So yeah, I knew he had to listen to it, and I knew he had to hear how it hurts to be in that situation. Um, a little bit of like music business. The reason why it was such a rough contract was because it was very, the term is onerous, of all the control was his, the writing ended up being in his name. There was a lot of things about it that made it so there was no way for me to make a career out of writing songs and performing them. I would end up writing songs and then make money off of just performing. He would get all the money for the written part of it. And it wasn't, people are artists all the time and they don't write their songs, and so it is possible. But the style of music that I was making, it being self-written, was very important. Oh no. Well, it's better for that to happen now. Basically, a plugin stopped the bouncing process for this record, or the overheads, so I have to recommit them. Yeah, so people can be artists and not write their own songs and still make money. It's just not as much. It's not as possible to have a career. Say Taylor Swift, like, if she didn't write her own songs or get writing credit for those songs, she would make a lot less money than, you know. But I know a lot of people that don't write songs. I wrote songs for people that don't write their own songs, and they still do a great job as an artist. It just wasn't part of my genre, my plan, the artistry that I was a part of. So it would end up being that I would write my own songs. I wouldn't get money for my own songs, and I would perform my own songs, and yeah. The contract was, I think, 5 to 6 years. And so it just felt like a super huge part of my artist career life. And so, yeah, we fought it for a long time. And when I was living in LA producing, we ended up making a agreement to cut ties. But yeah, that's Let Me Be, Let Me Go. Let's do one more. Let's just see if there's one more.
So I said, I'll kiss you goodnight. I'll kiss you goodnight. As long as you say goodbye. I'll kiss you goodnight. I'll kiss you goodnight. As long as you say goodbye. one more thing though before you go out my window. Oh, 'cause I've been trying to put up a fight. Tell me, how am I supposed to feel alright? Can you make me feel alright? So I said I'll kiss you goodnight. I'll kiss you goodnight. As long as you say goodbye. I'll kiss you goodnight. I'll kiss you goodnight. As long as you say goodbye. Chapter 2. Don't you feel me cutting loose? And this isn't from your cleanest convenient excuse. Simply put, this is all about what you took from me. Plain and simple, nothing's more than a kiss and a thimble. But can I ask for one more thing though before you go out my window? Oh, 'cause I've been trying to put up a fight. Tell me, how am I supposed to feel alright? Can you make me feel alright? So I said I'll kiss you goodnight. I'll kiss you goodnight. As long as you say goodbye. I'll kiss you goodnight. I'll kiss you goodnight. As long as you say goodbye. 'Cause there's some things you can't explain, like how to compliment the inside feelings that you thought we had. Now I know I'm gonna make you sad. 'Cause see, we never felt a thing, making this the worst possible thing. So now I'm gonna make this end. 'Cause love doesn't live in a bed. So I'll kiss you goodnight. I'll kiss you goodnight. As long as you say goodbye. I'll kiss you goodnight. I'll kiss you goodnight. As long as you say goodbye. 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 As long as you say
Great. That song, it's called Goodnight Goodbye. It was '07 that I wrote it. It's a breakup song. It's a song that is about basically, I had a girlfriend that wanted to win me over after us breaking up, try to maybe get back together. And it's just me saying, I'll kiss you goodbye, as in like we can have this moment, but it's our last moment, kind of a thing. And so the nuances of that. It's another one of those times where maybe I was super strong in my words about like we didn't feel a thing, all sorts of stuff. but because obviously when you're dating someone, you do. um, but that's how it feels. Like it's like, oh, this is so broken that we must not have felt anything really real. But in many years down the road, you realize you did feel something real, um, and it was real in the moment, but it was just broken bit to bit throughout time. Cool thing, story about this song is that uh, this is the this is around the time where I mentioned in the demo one conversation last episode where I had another band members like joining in on it, and this is when a guy named Tyler, and I believe it's his brother or maybe cousin or somebody, joined, and they started playing with me, and we did play a show I think in Terre Haute, Indiana together, which I used to play in Terre Haute, Indiana a lot. Um, and so it was exciting because it was the first time playing with drums behind me and other people, and so that show, if not, we had multiple shows. I don't remember, but those were really fun and exciting, and I had a good time with them. Uh, Tyler, I think he was a front man before uh, joining and like playing with me on my music. I think he was a front man. Could be wrong. But afterwards, that like it was obvious like that's what he wanted to do. He didn't want to be a background singer and a background person to someone else's music. He wanted to do his own thing. So I forget the rock bands that he joined. But he went off and did his own thing, made I think a pretty decent like music career, which is great. Happy for Tyler. I think he goes by Telly. And then yeah, his girlfriend at the time, Courtney, was a good friend of mine. Is, I guess, still a good friend of mine, or at least we hope the best for each other. And there's a lot of really great relationships that were formed around that time and around this music. I'd say this is probably my most popular song. Most people mention it to me that this is the biggest song of my career. I love how it intros. It's just really slow, like palm mutes on acoustic guitar, and then on the drums. It reminds me the most of Dashboard Confessional and my music merging. It is definitely like super leaning into it hard, and there's no apologies to that. I love it. I love this song a lot. There was a time when I was mixing it. Again, all these are demos. They're not. I didn't re-record this for production. This was how I wrote the song. And so when I was mixing the demo, if you will, I remember in the bridge, there's some things you can't explain, like how to comprehend the insane feelings that we once had. And now I know I'm going to make you mad. So like there's moments in there where I used to do this trick with a synth, like a high pass filter sweep synth. I think it's an Expand on Avid, and I think it's high pass filter sweep is maybe the patch. But I used to just take the root note and go, and like it would just do this crazy sweep. And so the bridge has that, and I remember when I was mixing after getting the sounds and everything, and I started mixing that in there, and it's like I had this crazy goosebump feeling of like, hey, we're on to something. And that's, as I was saying with Goosebumps in Demo 1 as well, it's like that's when I know things are in the right places. So if I start getting goosebumps, then I'm really close to stop messing with it. And so I remember that with this song. I basically felt the goosebumps, and I think I did one or two more moves mixing wise, and I just left it. And back in those days, I used to post it on MySpace every day. I would write a song every day, and I'd post it online every day. And so this was just one of those times of, oh, I'm going to post this song, see what happens, and it did really well. And so I was super thankful for that. Um, but I would always want to have the new thing next, and so this was a funny time of realizing, hey, new is not always better, because I would end up like replacing this song or other songs for a new song, and it really wasn't a better song. So for a audience or people finding out about your music, you want to put what's best first. And yeah, there were times where I would make mistakes of like, oh, I'm gonna have this song be first. Well, that's not really that great of a song. Oops. Oh well. So yeah, I should have ridden out the enjoyment of this song a little bit more, but now I just get to enjoy it on the back time. Anything else about this song? I don't know. If you guys have any questions, you can put it in the chat, and I can answer there, or comments, and I can answer there. And I think that's going to be it. That's 2 songs, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's 2 songs. Those are really big songs. We actually went through a lot of really important things with my career and with the time period. A lot of the other songs might be faster of, what do you think this is? But we have everything. We have covers, we have more of my songs that we can talk through. And all of this is just because we're supposed to be rendering these overhead files, and it's an hour and a change of a worship night, and so it has to just run its course through the hardware, and so I have to pass the time doing this record, so I might as well just talk about old songs. So we're going to keep doing that. I usually work Fridays on this record because that's not it's basically my free day. Jen and I, my wife, hang out on Saturdays, and then I work Monday through Thursday at Harborside Christian Church, and obviously Sunday as well. So Friday is kind of my only day to work on external stuff, so I'm going to be working on this Overland project for a little while on Fridays, and so I'll just keep going live and talking through things. If you guys have any questions or want my opinion on certain things in the music business, or even if you want to talk about video work or creative direction work, because I've done that quite a bit, would be happy to talk through it. Yeah. This still has 50 minutes to go, so I'm going to probably end the stream. And I appreciate you watching, if you are watching. I know no one's tuning in right now. It's okay. You'll watch it later.